What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a Sly Cooper animated project and my want for it. So, we've actually heard this now coming straight from the horse's mouth here in Sony, so we know that they have so many projects of games being turned into either television shows or movies, right? Some of them make a lot of sense. Some of them are kind of surprises that I actually really like. I'm somewhat excited for like the Twisted Metal show. I don't think it's gonna be all that great. The cast is amazing. Okay, I think it's got an incredible cast, but I don't know how it's going to land, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. Gravity Rush was announced, and Gravity Rush is a really, really cool one that I definitely want to see, what you can do with that. Some of them, it's like, oh, please don't mess this up. Horizon comes to mind. God of War comes to mind. But there are so many. Uncharted being a franchise, they kind of said that when the movie came out, so there should be more than one film. But Sly Cooper, okay? So they talk about one animated project, that one of the 10 that they're currently working on is animated. Now, the thing is, Sly is definitely like the underdog. I want it to be Sly. I actually kind of think it's not Sly. In fact, if I was to bet on it, I would say it's absolutely not Sly. I think Gravity Rush actually works really well, and I don't know if Gravity Rush has been confirmed one way or the other of what it's going to, if it's live action or whatever. But I think that actually works very, very well with animated. Another one that the cat was already kind of let out of the bag, and I think people kind of include it, Jak and Daxter. The director of Uncharted, in the interviews when Uncharted came out, the movie, had said that the next thing he's doing is Jak and Daxter. Now, Jak and Daxter could very well work in animated. Now, Sly, obviously, underdog in terms of those, because I think Jak and Daxter would probably be like a front runner, if not Gravity Rush or something like that. But Sly does have a few things working in its advantage. Number one is you have that television show that was going to happen. It was canceled last minute, so that definitely sucks. Maybe you could look at that as a negative, why it wouldn't work for Sly, because they already tried it. But, it probably could work. You just didn't kind of see it through to the end. But number two is this right here. So these animated movies that they put in the beginning and end of every level, every map that you do, or every heist, I guess, that you do in the Sly Cooper games, they're phenomenal. I kind of, forget about them when I think about my all-time favorite Sly moments. I don't oftentimes think of these because they're just kind of they're routine in the sense that I've watched them hundreds of times, and they're just so good and so clever, and you don't even realize it until you think about it. No game really does it. It's such a special, unique thing that's so cool. But also, you got the history where that works. Like this kind of slideshow, they mainly do slideshows in the games. They work really, really well. So, look, at the end of the day, it's just a want for Sly to return. I personally don't think it's fair when you have... Well, I'll tell you. Yeah, it's not fair. I'm going to follow this line of thought through. Days Gone, okay? I like Days Gone. I actually like pretty much all the games that are being transferred over to movies or television. Not even just Sony, just kind of period. Normally they pick some pretty good ones. Days Gone is a good game, but Days Gone is not getting a sequel, okay? They moved on. Who knows if we ever get a sequel? Days Gone is getting a movie. Why? Why are we getting a movie for Days Gone? Gravity Rush, love it. I like Gravity Rush way more than Days Gone. 1 and 2, such good games. Really, there's very low shot of getting Gravity Rush 3. I want it. I think we need it. I think it would be fantastic. There's very low odds that actually happens. We're getting a movie. Okay, so you're giving us a Days Gone, you're giving us Gravity Rush. Oh, and then let's say Jak and Daxter. Now, while not officially confirmed, where the other two are, right? They've officially said that. For Jak and Daxter, again, director of Uncharted, said it in an interview. I mean, they have insider knowledge. Obviously, Sony's talked to him. Jak and Daxter has been sleeping for an incredibly long time. Now, that is a franchise that deserves to come back. I think eventually it will come back. Probably not from Naughty Dog, but I think just in general, remakes, make a new one, whatever. That's also getting a project, again, not confirmed. So you have 3 that are basically either never getting a sequel in Gravity Rush and Days Gone, or one that's like a sleeping, it's just in hibernation for 20 years. I think it's been a little less than that, but, one that's just not around anymore, but could be brought back. So you already have 3 of the 10. 3 of the 10. The rest of them, I guess, are ongoing. So Sly doesn't make too much sense to bring out there, but at the same time, why not? Oh, let's throw Twisted Metal in. because Twisted Metal is getting the television show. And while we've heard so many rumors and there's job postings, and it's for sure happening, you're getting a game. You're getting a Twisted Metal game to match it. So while you're getting a game, the show actually seems like it came first. So when they were going through their properties and saying, what could we adapt? They landed on Twisted Metal. Again, a game that, well, number one, I like Twisted Metal. Let me throw that out there. But Twisted Metal has not been around. I think the last game was like 2013, 2014 was kind of the reboot Twisted Metal. It also didn't sell well. So, like, I guess it came out, let's say, the last like 12 years, just in case I'm getting the years wrong, okay? The last Twisted Metal game was somewhere in the 10 to 12 years ago range, and it also didn't perform well at all. So, which actually sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Sly Cooper came out in 2013, I believe, right? Thieves in Time did not sell well. So it's actually almost the exact same situation where either franchises are dead and not going anywhere, they're in hibernation, or the last time they were around, being more than a decade ago, they really didn't do all that well, but there's still some confidence in it. I'm going to keep hammering on these examples, Gravity Rush, Jak and Daxter. If they get movies or shows, why in God's name can Sly Cooper not? Sly Cooper also kind of appeals to a different generation. Now, I think Sly is for all ages. I can enjoy Sly, and I do enjoy Sly quite a bit as an adult, but maybe he leans more towards kids, which is fine. I don't really care. Ultimately, if that's a motivation for Sony to say, well, hey, we do have the Jak and Daxter, maybe, right? Like, Crash obviously is kind of gone. I mean, I guess Sony could make a Crash thing, but I don't know what the rights would be with the Activision Blizzard thing with Microsoft. I don't even know if that's possible, but you have a small collection of these things that could work for these demographics. You look at Mario, the Mario movie. I mean, hopefully that kicks these companies in the butt and says, hey, you got Sly. It doesn't have to be the biggest hit of all time. And then guess what happens with a show or a movie? Most likely you have a game too. That's why it's so odd specifically for Gravity Rush and Days Gone, right? Like Jak and Daxter, hearing the director talk about it, the games are going to come back. Okay, like that's absolutely going to happen. Twisted Metal, we know there's going to be a game. So really, it's just Days Gone. Very odd because it was just one game. One game, it sold pretty well, but one game and that's it. And then Gravity Rush, 2 games, sold okay, but not, spectacular, and it's also not getting a third game. So, like, why did you pick those 2? Sly, you bring a movie, you bring a show in. Could you have a game that kind of ties in? Could you just like remake one of them? Could you do the Sly collection again? Because it's been quite a long time and we don't have it on PS5 and PlayStation Now, which is not PlayStation Now anymore. It's kind of broken when it comes to Sly. Can we just do it, please? So ultimately, this is just me rambling, but I think it's possible. I would say the odds are the animated thing would probably be for something else. I don't think it's going to be for Sly. I think we're still in this era where we just have to suffer through it. But yet again, with the rumors, if you believe the rumors that Sly was getting a game as early, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, that it was, and it was canceled. So like Sly seemingly is always kicking in the background in this company in Sony. It's always around, and they're just unwilling to like take that one final step. But as long as it's in that phase where it's kind of still in their mind, I guess we have a chance. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed, bell icon turned on. Check out any of our other YouTube channels. I got 3 in all. Check out our Twitter and our other social medias. Links are all in the description below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all on the next one.